Hello friends, in the present video we will understand the concept of weighted average cost of capital. In this video we will understand the concept as well as three questions we will solve, including one question of very recently in the November 2020 question paper of BBA Usmania University paper. So the same question even I will solve in this video, whereas the other videos pertaining to cost of capital have already been made with regards to cost of debt, cost of preference, cost of equity, and retained earning. So that is specific cost of capital of different source of finance. So the videos link will be shared in the I button as well as in the description box. But in this video, we will understand the weighted average cost of capital. So when you talk about the weighted average cost of capital, it refers to average cost of capital of various sources of finance. So in this case, we will calculate the average of all the sources of finance. Whereas in the earlier videos, we understood how to calculate individually the cost of capital, but here we will consolidate and combine all the sources of finance and calculate cost of capital is refers to as weighted average cost of capital. It is also known as composite cost of capital or overall cost of capital. Right. So the same thing, once we determine the specific cost of capital, we will calculate the weighted average cost of capital by giving a specific cost of capital in proportion of various source of finance. In the sense, we will give weights to the various source of finance. Right. So when you talk about the formula for calculation of WACC, the formula is KW is equals to sigma XW by sigma W, where KW is refers to cost of weighted average cost of capital WACC, then X is equals to cost of specific source of finance, whereas W is equals to weight proportion of specific source of finance. For every specific source of finance, we give the weight that is called as W. So we'll take up one question here. If you see the question, a company has on its books the following amounts and specific cost of each type of capital. Type of capital, book value and market value, both we have given, then specific cost in percentage we have given. And we are asked to determine the weighted average cost of capital using two methods. One is book value weight, another one is market value weight. However, the different, how are they different, and can you think of a situation where the weighted average cost of capital would be the same using both the either of the weights? See, weighted average cost of capital will be differ for book value as well as market value, right? So how to calculate this weighted average cost of capital, that we will understand. But most important thing is, so here when you see the cost of debt is 5% we have given, and rate of tax is nothing mentioned in the question. Therefore, we presume that it is after tax. Always we must take after tax. So on debt there would be a tax impact, whereas preference, equity, retained earning, there will not be any tax impact. So standard assumption is it is after tax. So the same question I have taken, we'll do the solution. So I have prepared first table. First we'll take a book value, actually book value calculations we will do, then we will do the market value. So computation of weighted average cost of capital, this table has been made. In this columns are source of finance, amount is refers to as W, then cost of capital, this is specific cost of capital, that is X, then weighted average cost of capital, that is cost into percentage, that is W into X, right? So when you talk about source of finance, we have debt, preference, equity, and retained earnings. So book values we are taking here. So whatever book values given in the question, the same we have taken: 4 lakhs, 1 lakh, 6 lakhs, and 2 lakhs. Then cost of capital percentage, whatever is given, 5%, 8%, 15, and 13 is directly given. So we have taken. So then we are multiplying this, that is 4 lakh debt into 5%, and 1 lakh preference into 8%, 6 lakhs equity into 15, and 2 lakh retained earning into 13%. Then we are getting WX, that is 20,000, 8,000, 90,000, 26,000. Make the summation of amounts, that is sigma W, 13 lakhs, and make the summation of weighted cost of cost, specific cost, that is sigma xw 1,44,000. So like this, it is quite simple to calculate. Don't get confused, right? Just make the xw, then make the summation of xw, then make the summation of sigma w, then apply the formula. So kw is equals to sigma xw by sigma w. So already we have calculated xw and w, sigma w. So apply the formula. 1,44,000, that is sigma xw, divided by sigma w, that is 13 lakhs, is equals to 11.1% is the cost of capital. This is called as WACC, overall cost of capital, 11.1%. It is using book value weights. But we take the next, that is market value weights, the same procedure, just we are changing the values. Instead of book values, we are taking the market value. I am doing quickly, you can understand. The source of finance, amounts, cost, and sigma, then wx. Source of finance we are taking same, but values are here, market values we have taken 3 lakh 80, 1 lakh 10, 9 lakhs and 3 lakhs. You can see the cost of per specific percentages remain same, 5, 8, 15 and 13%. Then multiply, you will get the weighted average cost, right? That is 19,000, 8,800, 13,500, 39,000. That is w into x you will get. So then make the summation of sigma w, sigma wx, apply the formula, then you will get the answer 11.9%. This is using market value weights, right? So next question is, this is recently asked, Usmania University BBA November 2020 paper. So fortunately I got the paper and I am putting this question so that student can easily understand the crux, right? See the solution. So the cost of capital structure is given, equity, preference and debt, book value is given, market value is given, and cost of capital is given. The applicable tax rate is 30%. So in this question we have given tax rate is 30%. In the earlier question it is not given, therefore we presume that it is after tax only. So find out WACC based on book value and market value rates. So in one table itself I'll do both, right? So see the solution. So this table I have prepared first, source of finance, book value and market value after tax, then weighted average cost book value and weighted average cost market value, right? So source of finance I have taken, equity, preference, debt. First I have taken book values. Book values directly given 50 lakhs, 20 lakhs and 30 lakhs. Then cost of after tax cost, that is 1411 and 5.04 I have taken. Why I have taken debt 5.04? Because after tax cost of debt is equals to 7.2 given in the question, minus the tax rate is 30%. So as already you bear in mind, for calculation of debt there would be a tax implication. So tax should supposed to be deducted, that we have deducted. So 7.2 minus 30%, that is 5.04. So that's the reason why I have taken 5.04. Then multiply w into x, you will get wx or xw. So 5 lakhs, 50 lakhs into 14%, 7 lakhs, 20 lakhs into 11%, 2 lakh 20,000, 30 lakhs into 5.04%, 1 lakh 51,200. Then make the summation, then apply the formula. See the formula. What is the formula? Weighted average cost of capital is equal to sigma xw by sigma w. Then we require content of the formula. So make the summation of sigma wx, then make the summation of sigma w, right? Weight book values. Then apply the formula. Book value is equals to, that is 1 lakh 10 lakh 71,200 divided by 1 crore rupees, that is equals to 10.71%. So this is the overall cost of capital based on book value. When you take on market value, then we have taken market value amounts, then multiplied with the cost of capital, that is 14, 11 and 5.04. We've got different amounts. So make the summation of market value amounts, that is 1 crore 25 lakhs, then weighted average cost of market value, that is 14 lakh 9,280. Apply the formula, you will get the answer, that is 11.27 percentage. So this is the way you need to calculate. This question was asked for 12 marks. You can, sorry, 15 marks this question was asked for. You can easily calculate, right? So we'll take a one more question, one another way of doing that I will explain. So if you see this question, this is the same question, but one new thing is added, that is proportion, right? So a firm has the following capital structure: after tax cost is given, source debt, preference equity retained. So 15 lakhs, 12, 18, 15, so on, 60 lakhs. Then we have given proportion. How did we calculate this proportion? It is directly given in the question. If it is not given in the question, then also you can easily calculate. How we can calculate this proportion? That is 60 lakhs is presumed as 100. Therefore, what is 15 lakhs? So 15 lakhs divided by 60 lakhs is equals to 25%. 12 lakhs divided by 60 lakhs into 100 is equals to 20%. So on, this has been calculated. That is 25, 20, 30 and 25. This is proportion of the source of finance out of the total amount. Then after tax cost 5, 10, 12, 11 is given. So you're required to calculate weighted average cost of capital. So we will see the question solution table has been prepared. Source of finance, right? So first we'll take all the source of finance, then proportion. Directly proportion we are writing, we are not writing the amount, just concentrate here. I am writing the proportions first, then after tax cost I am writing. So what I am doing, I am multiplying the proportion with after tax cost. So 25 into 5%, that is 1.25. 20 into 10%, 2%, 2. 30 into 12%, 3.6. And 25 into 11%, 2.75. So like this, directly when I calculated WX or XW in percentage I am getting. So make the summation, that is 9.60 percentage. So no need to apply formula. This itself is our weighted average cost of capital. So when you are taking the proportions, then you need not to apply the formula. Directly you can get the answer. This is the one another way of doing the problem, right? So I hope I made you the explain entire crux of the concept of cost of capital, that is weighted average cost of capital. So do watch my videos, right? So thank you very much for watching this video. Please do subscribe my channel, Mentor the Trusted Guide, and motivate me to make more qualitative videos, right? Thank you very much.